Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, especially all you new subscribers, thank you very much. Today we're going to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance II, at least the first little chunk, and kind of give some initial, feedback on historical accuracy, which they did a fantastic job the first game. I expect it'll be the same this time around. I'm going to do a follow-up video after I finish the game, kind of take my time through it, and kind of point out anything else that I notice. But I'm very, very excited, very, very ready to jump in. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to be commenting so much on like the story and the characters. At the beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. King Wenceslaus IV is taken captive by rebellious nobles, and his brother King Sigismund of Hungary. Lacking a ruler, the land descends into chaos. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king. Sukdal, 1403. I hope I pronounced that right.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
So the armor they're wearing, it's mostly like brigandine, and that would have been the most common type of armor seen on the battlefield at this time. Certainly much more common than like plate armor was. It was a little cheaper to afford. Oh, he was the priest from the first game.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze. Get ready!
I do love the inclusion of like crossbows and stuff, which they were going to put in the first game, I believe, and just ended up not making it the cut.
Take cover!
Sorry, I'm like really into this.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
So I also want to say like the kind of bright colors everyone's wearing, either bright or really dark, is accurate. So medieval dyers couldn't really do a lot of like quality control when it came to how bright or how dark some fabric was. Oh, I'm playing as Goblin? Oh, okay.
Forward! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
Yep, will do, bud.
Shoot!
Oh my god. Okay, oh, okay, hold on, I pulled out my torch. Okay. Okay, so right mouse button to reload. Okay, oh my gosh, okay, put a coral in. Okay, alright. And I'm gonna try and shoot. Oh, I got him. So, anyways, so medieval dyers, a lot of like medieval clothing would have been pretty, I missed, would have been pretty bright or either really really saturated or really really dark. So I'm glad that they showed it off because like in a lot of like Hollywood movies you see everyone's kind of wearing like blacks and browns and stuff, and while that looks really really cool, and certainly some people did, it was not like the most common colors you would see. Okay, I'm going to go and try and help. I also love how like engraved this crossbow is. Like it looks so pretty. Okay. Which is also accurate. Like, people wanted things to look nice. They didn't just look bad. So these crossbows that we'd be using that would pierce chainmail and stuff, it's probably like a 300-pound crossbow if I had to guess. I know like Todd's Workshop could probably tell you exactly. Which is roughly equivalent to like a 120-pound drawweight longbow. Follow Commander Dry Devil. Okay, cool. And I took out my sword. Awesome. Can I also just say, I love when games, like, when people climb the individual stairs. Like, I feel like you see that a lot in, like, Rockstar games and stuff, but it's not necessarily, like, you don't need it. I just think it's cool. Okay. Alright, let's fight somebody. Okay. Oh. I was not expecting that. Oh. Okay. Okay, stop hitting me, please. Oh no. Oh no! Okay. Approach a ladder, press E. Oh my gosh. So all the combat is based off of real, like, combat techniques. I've got, I think it's up on the shelf. I've got some medieval combat manuscripts, and they, like, just like in the first game, they really heavily followed the inspiration. Yeah, best thing to do would be to keep it in and drop through the other side if need be.
Oh, dentist Fortuna, fucking you rat.
Fortune favors the bold.
Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
So anyways, I was saying earlier about the crossbow. So the crossbow bolts, wouldn't penetrate the plate, although it would hurt really, really bad if you got hit by one. But through like the chainmail or like the gambeson, like he got hit, obviously that would have gone through. Although that looks like a normal arrow, but same difference. That was my point about the whole draw weight. So I was a background Kickstarter for the first game. I actually really loved the idea of having a historical RPG, which now you see a couple of them, but it's honestly really cool to see it taken so seriously.
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Berghoff and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole, where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir,
It's actually a retcon. I definitely had Henry train on his Latin from the first game. I'm kind of interested to see if they keep in the first game. If you played it, you didn't learn how to, or you didn't know how to read when you start, and you have to like learn. And some letters would get like flip flopped, and a lot of people speculated that Henry was a dyslexic.
Fucking impressive.
Which I'd be interested to see if that is true.
Berghoff must be made of money.
Also, apologies if I seem a little stiff. I got a tattoo literally like earlier today, so I'm definitely in recovery of that.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Sure.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip.
So up there you can see
drink to our success,
that gentleman
chase
with like
some
the
local
hood and
wenches,
that
eh?
long tail. That was very, very fashionable at the time.
Unless maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know.
So fun
and
fact about
love.
Latin,
Well,
the
enough
word
of the
order
chat.
does not really matter in like 90% of the time.
looking there in the back.
So you could say that anyway, but it definitely
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks
is most well
like
quoted the way that they
we
say
wanna
it.
know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Oh, those got eyes like a horse. I don't miss nothing.
So the first game I did a stealth build. We're going to do a stealth build again in this game. I had tons of fun with it in the first game. So I'm excited to see kind of what new features they added in.
Sir,
If you see any slowdown, that's definitely
Ready for a fight?
Take it easy.
the recording software.
They're wearing von Berghoff's colours. They're from Trotsky.
corral them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, wouldn't stand a chance against them.
I also like,
Don't.
I was about to point at the screen, but you can't see my hand when I do that. I like how the breastplates are like curved, kind of like the gut, which is accurate. They wouldn't be like form fitting. You see them a lot of times in movies like that, or in like different video games, and like
Is this usually how
it
you
would
greet
definitely
visitors,
take away
my
the
good man?
majority of your mobility at your
Armed strangers when
at your
bandits are
waist.
pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Kirkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Okay, so just like in the first game, it looks like I'm going to make choices about kind of Henry's backstory a little bit. See my hair stick up over the headphones. It's going to really bother me. I hope it really doesn't bother you. So I'm going to go with the scout option.
I serve Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz. The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered.
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, there's still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Dang, that's crazy. Okay. Speech, coercion, domination. Make it clear to the person that you're superior to them. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so funny. Coercion. I like the split tongue. Then get your way. Okay. What about this page? Okay. Can be solved with not listening to over options how to react. Okay, I won't always believe you. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number, it's about who you're talking to. Yeah. I remember in the first game there was this part where I was doing this quest where I had to talk to this lady, and some guys came up to try and intimidate me, and I couldn't pass the speech check, so I had to fight them. And I kept dying and having to restart the section, and I got really mad and decided I was going to throw on like the best armor I had, not what I normally wore. And I showed up and I told them to back down, and because I was wearing this like heavy armor, they did. Like they were just like, there's no way we can take them on, which is like 100% accurate for the most part. Like quality of armor mattered a lot, but you know, if you were facing multiple people, they could definitely take you down with losses, but they could do it. There's a few videos on YouTube that show this really, really well, like what historical combat would have looked like for someone who was armored, and it's always pretty cool. Okay, so choosing speech, you will try to resolve the situation using your skill, or try it using your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your skills. Okay. As envoys, work for an alliance, rule like bandits. As soldiers, we can help you defend bandits. I think that's fair.
You want to negotiate an alliance? We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all,
So Henry again
been able to track them down.
is
we can
wearing
take
a
matters
burgundy in a
into our
different
hands.
style. There's multiple
So we
styles.
resolve.
It's not studded leather, but that is actually where studded leather came from.
You're past to a
Was
place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you
people
were a
see
tracker?
kind of the studs
So you're
on the
a
outside of the
knight,
armor, and not realizing that the inside was actually all these like little small plates that were overlapping,
Don't
kind of
listen
like
to
a
him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently,
kind of like your rooftop, like shingles on a
we've come
rooftop.
on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanish of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Whatever, buddy.
Sorry about the cold reception. Must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem and vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
So you won't accompany
The
us to
braiding on
castle
the
today,
tail
Lord?
also is like a nice
So
touch.
we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. Back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I suppose we'll just have to manage somehow.
Wow, that was really rude.
Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. Sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wide enough.
And what about those bandits?
Two most important things when you're camping is
They're
ponds
probably
and
keeping
wine.
their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
So I have this feeling that we're gonna get ambushed.
Come on, fellas. Camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank.
So bathing was actually a little bit more common in the Middle Ages than I think most people think of. It wasn't until like almost the Victorian era where there was this real like scare about bathing and like how you would oh my gosh, dude, does the dog need something? Where people were afraid that like germs and stuff would or you would get sicker if you bathed more often. Alright, okay.
Come here. What's all the fuss about, Matt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Yeah, find something for him to eat.
Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Do you have something for the dog?
Listen, would you have some scraps for a month?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Burgov's castle. And I'll be invited too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sahan always keeps you
Spoiler
close.
alert for the first game.
All right then, here's your sausage. And don't forget about me tomorrow. My favourite is boar meat with rosehip sauce and cabbage.
Okay, how do I feed alt?
Look what I have for you.
Oh. Okay, Mutt was just having an existential crisis there, but he's fine now. Oh, there's dice.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
God. How many times
So people
do I
did
have to
bathe
tell
more
you?
often
I
in
ain't
Middle Ages than
playing
is
with you.
thought. However, most people would bathe with like their
Because it
undershirt
cheats.
on.
Oh?
Because you
How
wear it all the
come you
time, it
always
would kind of
wear
soak up sweat, so they would
That's
clean it
easy.
as well as themselves at
I
the same
always win,
time.
'cause you
Which is a
always
little
lose.
gross, but,
Ha ha.
you know, it is what it
Very
is.
droll.
Seriously, no, Conrad, my old mate.
Dice were also an extremely important facet of guard duties of the Middle Ages. If you ever worked, like my wife when she worked on a archaeological dig, they dug out some old like walls, medieval walls that guards were on, and they found like bone dice. So people always have wanted to, you
So
know,
you've got dice set up.
pass the time, and dice are extremely old. Like I think the oldest dice is from ancient Egypt, if not even older than that. And the different sizes. Like I know there's one from ancient Egypt that is like a 20-sided dice. But obviously the most common are the
Here
6-sided.
are one from Oates yesterday.
And dice can be made out of like bone or
All right.
wood.
Deal.
So they come in different types. Okay. I kind of remember how dice worked in the first game. I didn't really get very good at it until the end of like my second playthrough. So own dice for previous there's card selection. Okay. I think you want them to match. Okay. Oh, I hope I can look this up later. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so it's a little bit like normal.
I hope
poker.
Lady Luck will be on my side.
Mutt is just having a time with existence, man. Okay, so I want to... Man, that was a really good... Okay, so okay, because I have to get 3. Okay. I don't think there's really anything I can do with 2 dice. Right? No. Okay. So I will score and pass. So he's playing with like a weighted die.
My God! Oh, come on!
Flew too close to the sun. Alright. Oh my gosh, that's like really good. And I'm going to score and continue and hope I didn't just really hurt myself. Okay, so we're gonna score this one, score that one, and we're going to pass. So now he gets to go one more time. I think it's just one more time. Or maybe you keep going, I can't remember. If he wins right now, I'm gonna like lose my mind.
That's enough for me.
Okay.
Your turn.
Dude. Alright. 100. Okay, and then I should win.
Can't
Yep, cool.
damn
Okay,
your eyes. You played well.
thanks, man.
Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Alright, get up. And we're gonna equip
One little game, mate.
Goat's ring. Oh, okay. You're in the upper signpost. Okay. I kind of remember a lot of this. So, one of the things I really like about this game, in terms of historical accuracy, is like, look at all of the slots. So, you have like tons of options because like layers were really important, not just in combat, but just also for like fashion. Things just look good layered. We wear layers all the time, you know. And I feel like in most games, you know, you just get like the hat helmet and it's already got this padding and maybe the neck guard, you know, and you equip like a chest piece and it's this chest plate, the coat, the canvas, and the shirt, maybe even the armor or the gloves. And I just love how in depth it is. Edit belt. Oh, so that must be equipping. Oh, okay. Oh, belts. Okay, weapon, belts. Got it. Got it. Okay. Must always wear a helmet. Gambeson. Cushioning layer. I also remember the first game I really liked this. There was this added detail that if you tried to shoot a bow before Henry really had a lot of skill in it, it would, like, if you weren't wearing, like, a bracer, it would, like, hit the inside of Henry's arm and then chafe it. Which, if you've ever shot archery, like, in real life, that happens, like, all the time for new learners. That's why you wear, like, a wrist guard. But as Henry would go up in skill, he didn't need it anymore. And I just, again, it's a very small attention to detail thing, but I really liked it. Okay. Oh, that's awesome that you can switch outfits. Whoa. Okay, so, that's really cool. Okay, so these are the things I can wear on the helmet. And you can see all these have different like stats down here, right? Like how conspicuous they are, how noisy you are. So you can remove stuff and it'll show you that. So I put those ring. Okay, so that's my money. And I don't have any weapons right now, which is not a great start.
Leave me alone.
But it is what it is. Okay. Alright, well, let's go talk.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
Red.
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
I didn't mean to provoke him.
They didn't do anything, no?
That's not what I thought he was going to say.
Just an underling. How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, no?
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
If you think so, sir.
I do. It's an order. And keep quiet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill.
He
our
almost
mission.
got us
If
killed
we
too.
arrange a
Like,
truce
I just
with
want
the
to say
Lords,
that.
Then Hanish will finally have to take me seriously. Don't.
So the real
As you command.
Sir Hans Capon, this guy right here, he actually, at the time that the first game took place, I think was like only like a baby. I think he was like 6 months old, if I remember correctly. But they were like, he's such an interesting historical figure, they had to include him somehow. And I'm really glad of it. I think he does a fantastic job. His voice actor actually has a YouTube channel under, I think it's Lord Hans Capon. I can't remember if it's Sir or Lord Hans Capon. But I'm sure he's doing a playthrough right now as well. But definitely go check him out if you're not subscribed to him. We're going to equip the longsword, the training longsword. Longswords were incredibly common. It was easy to teach people to use because you could use one or two hands, but a lot of techniques use two. So you don't have to be incredibly strong to learn how to use it. Okay.
So,
I know they reworked some stuff. Like I know the master strikes are only on
Draw your sword.
swords
time,
now
let's get warmed up.
versus everything.
I'll attack you a few times.
Okay.
You defend.
So I love how like they respond to.
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
No, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Oh. Dang.
Good. That's the way. Good. That's the way.
That's enough.
Try to get an extra one in on me, dude.
Just by blocking.
I
You've
did
got to make
too,
an
but-
opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Try blocking later.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Wake up!
Okay, okay.
Nice. But what
I'm
about
so used to the
the
master strokes where I would riposte immediately.
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it.
Okay.
I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. After covering,
Oh my gosh, I did it too fast. That sucks. Come on.
good, Henry. Nice. Why didn't you strike afterwards?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I swear I used to be good at the combat in this game.
Captain Bernard, that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
Alright, come on then.
Okay, yeah, so if I remember correctly, you want to kind of like hit the opposite side.
Nice. Don't hack at my sword. Strike somewhere else. Alright,
Okay.
alright. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager.
I'm gonna
to
do
spice
real bad
things
at
up.
this.
How about 100 groschen?
That's fair.
Alright. 100 groschen it is.
I don't remember how much I had. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Good start.
I felt like I hit it.
That one hit.
Oh my gosh. So you can see at the bottom, there's the stamina, and you take stamina damage before you take real damage. So you can... I feel like I'm hitting it, dude. I can't remember how you dodge. I thought it was alt. I love like the chill like music kind of going on the background. Okay, so you can kind of interrupt as well.
How do you do it?
Okay, I need to back up. I need to gain some stamina.
Fuck me!
Man, dude. I kind of felt like in... Okay, did I win? Oh no, okay. I felt like in the first game you could see your opponents... Oh my gosh. Got greedy. I got greedy. No, stop.
Fuck me!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder how much damage I have to do to him, because it looks like maybe that purple bar at the bottom.
Fuck me!
Okay, back up, back up, back up. Might be his health down there, that purple bar, so... Maybe I need to rely less on the riposting. And just... Oh my gosh. Oh no, 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 no.
That one hit the spot.
Okay, okay, okay.
You're supposed to be.
Oh no!
And you've had it. I say the victor is clear.
That sucks, dude. I told y'all that would happen. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. I mean, just look how, like,
Who won?
pretty it all is, you know?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
That time we had a wager for your boat. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a
I
pat
actually
on the
won.
head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then.
Oh, but I changed the pass, because oh, that sucks.
We had no lack of excitement.
Should've caught it. Anyways.
Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Okay. So I chose the scout option, so I think I'm going to choose strength. I kind of like having strength almost as good as dex.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much. Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maid. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit on my tea?"
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
So millers in the Middle Ages are very much known, or were rumored to be involved with like crime. In the first game, the millers were kind of almost like a mafia, but like in Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, like everyone distrusts the miller. Millers were kind of seen as thieves because they would short people on like orders and overcharge, and there was a lot of like rumors throughout the Middle Ages that they resorted to like actual like petty thievery and stuff as well. And I liked Teresa in the first game, so we're going to be honest.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Does a gentleman kiss and tell? I don't think so, man. But you are with the boys. I don't know. Maybe it'll provide a laugh. I feel like Henry's a young man. I feel like he'd go for laughs.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do.
I wish I had chosen a different option.
Wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off,
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you
I wish I had
talk
chosen a
like that
different
about
option.
A damsel? For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
You want to boost stealth.
in the camp with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. Reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
I want to boost swords. I did like marksmanship in the first game, but I didn't say I prefer shooting. I definitely think swords are cooler. So.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together.
Very excited for the blacksmithing minigame in this game.
Suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith chose him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated. And let's leave it at that.
It's not really that complicated. I mean, he just summed it
Help me
up.
tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back.
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm? Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
We look cool. I think we could... Honestly, if I could show up to any function
Henry.
in full armor, I absolutely would. No doubt.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? You don't look none too safe a spot to me.
I wonder if you can swim in this one. You couldn't swim in the first one.
Blood.
So I really wonder. I couldn't tell in the first game if it was like something they didn't have time to program because like no one could.
To the baths here, Sir Hans.
I like how he's having people help take off his armor. You would not. I mean, you wouldn't really be able to do a full kit like that by yourself. I know like Metatron has like a video where he's kind of shown that you can put on parts of your armor by yourself, but it would be impossible to do that full get up by yourself. Which is why most knights had a squire.
What a relief! I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
He probably has. At least with all the kit he had on, not just the shirt. The shirt was probably like 25, 15 to 25. Could be wrong with that.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's no chance of me becoming a monk.
Man, they're swole, dude.
Fit for a king.
Whew. You're right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
If I get to learn how to swim in this one, I mean, that'll be awesome.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Okay, so it's supposed to be like the stealth.
Hans.
Tutorial maybe? Stealth tutorial?
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Is it C? C should be the default for sneaking.
Gives away.
In video games. It should not be left control.
They must be close.
It should be C. Unless it's the Arkham video games, or the Middle-earth ones, where you hold, like, shift, I think, because space is sprint. That kind of makes a little sense to me, but... Oh man, they're, like, jamming out.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
I really hope they're not for the sake of this recording.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way.
Right in her path. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away.
Once she notices it,
Kind of reminds me of like Far Cry. Press G. Throw a pebble next to the girl. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the little icon. I like how it's a rabbit as well. Rabbits are very, were like a big, like, feature in like a lot of like medieval illustrations and stuff. There's a lot of like, humor in rabbits. It almost sounds religious, like the Hallelujah. I wonder if they're Waldensians, which were like this group. I think they showed up in the first game. That like they were technically considered like a heresy by like the church, but they did have like women pastors and stuff, and they would hold like services in the vernacular. So like in people's common tongues, in like homes and stuff. But now it's living in water. Dude, did I not say we were going to get ambushed? Everyone we know is dead. Oh, that guy really is dead.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
They don't look like the guys who oh, but look, the wait, no, it was the other guy who had like the horse, or it was Hans Capon who had the horse's tail tied.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off or you brute! What the hell's going on here? I don't know, you pigs! The bastards were them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you?
No, Henry did the right thing.
Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
So a sword may not have gone through that, but that mace absolutely would have.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! On the fence!
Well, that looks like swimming. Oh, maybe we can't swim in this one.
Just now! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Off these horses, quick! Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? What exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Well, we can't leave it like this.
Don't do that.
Wait! Ah! Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I know. I'll manage. I lead the way.
I do know you get kind of looks like Ishtar Tall,
Pull yourself together.
with like the
We've got to vanish.
hat, which those are very common as well in the Middle Ages. But I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh, I know that you get Mutt the dog and Pebbles the horse back pretty quick. I remember people saying that, who had like played like test copies. Okay, the hair icon. Okay. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna stop it right now. And I'm gonna play some more, finish the game, kind of give my final thoughts in a video in the future. But for right now, I just want to say that I appreciate all the views I got on the last video. I appreciate all the new subscribers. If you are new here or you've watched a couple of videos now, please like, comment, subscribe. I don't just do video game stuff. I also do history stuff and book stuff, and I want to do some other different kinds of topics and stuff. I should have a more normal video essay kind of ish video out soon, but just in the meantime, have fun, stay safe, check out the game. I'm not sponsored by them, but I am a fan. I honestly cannot wait to play more. I just can't record all of it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.